They nail it. They nailed it. Oh, I don't know about that smell. I'm digressing so much, I don't even know where I'm going with any of this. James, what are you talking about? Completely flavorless upon first bite. Good morning on this lovely Friday morning where it's currently 87 degrees at 7:15 in the morning, and there's a couple of dogs back there. You know, I always enjoy reading about the histories of the world, you know, the pyramids, if Atlantis was real. I discovered a new mystery today, and that's the fact that I have dog crap on the side of my shoe but not on the bottom. No idea how that would have ever happened. I don't walk on the side of my feet. How I have dog crap on the side of my shoe will remain a mystery. But I hope all of you guys are doing great as you watch this, whenever you're watching this. A lot of people are always happy when it's Friday. To me, that doesn't make any difference. So people say, you know, TGIF, I'm like, that's great. I got thrown out of TGIFs one time, years ago. Me and my group all had too much to drink, myself included. I remember the waiter came up to us and he was telling us to leave, and all I kept doing was complimenting how nice his beard looked. I'm like, man, great beard, dude. He's like, thank you, but you guys have to leave. And even as we were walking out, I'm like, great beard. How did I get on that? And I don't even know. Anyways, today on my agenda, I have a lot of work to do for my main channel. I'm putting the finishing touches on tomorrow's video. And by the way, I'm slinking out of my original plan with my tail between my legs. I was gonna go to multiple videos a week. They're shorter. I can't do it. I tried, I can't do it. After doing it for a little while, I was like, you know what, maybe this isn't better. I was thinking it'd be a nice change of pace for me. It was not. Going back to these longer videos is I guess I have to once in a while do that. I have to kind of like break my pattern once in a while to realize I decided to do longer videos for a reason. So anyways, on my main channel, you'll start seeing long videos once a week again. I can't do the short ones. Maybe you'll see a short one in there once in a while, but it won't be a regular thing. I'm digressing so much, I don't even know where I'm going with any of this. But, oh, on my agenda today. So I have to finish that video, which is posting tomorrow. A taste test in a few seconds here. I have a taste test later this morning. I have more taste tests at my table inside this afternoon. And I'm supposed to be going to lunch. That's a lot, and I'm not complaining. I'd rather have a full day than a boring day, sometimes. There was a recent discussion about iced tea, and I ran across a relatively new contender in the field, and that is the Spindrift tea. It's the Spindrift Black Lemon Iced Tea. Now this one only has a few ingredients. It even says as the main ingredient, brewed black tea. And they have to put in parentheses what the black tea is. Water, black tea leaves. They have to actually put in parentheses what black tea is. Water and black tea leaves. It has apple juice, lemon juice, and lemon extract. And in parentheses, after lemon extract, it says from lemons. They really want to prove that this is like what they say it is. Like they're really going out of their way. But my world-renowned notes are right here, which I'm not going to be up today. I'm going to spare them the attack. But this is supposed to be a non-carbonated black iced tea made from real squeezed lemon and apple juice. 22 calories. 22 calories. It's less than 30 grams of caffeine, launched in March of 2026. Spindrift has moved into iced tea, and this is one of their flagship flavors. No added sweetener. The sweetness comes from apple juice and lemon juice. People who like it say it's refreshing and has natural lemon taste. Not overly sweet, and they like the simple ingredient list. People who don't like it, they say the tea is weak. The lemon's too subtle. Some say it tastes diluted. And speaking of flagship teas, later this morning I'm doing another flagship tea as I'm doing errands later on, so stay tuned for that. We got 2 flagship teas in one day. Here we go. It's almost like lemonade. Where's the black tea? Man, you know, like reading that ingredient list, it sounded it would be perfect, but it's not perfect. I'm sorry, it's very lemony. It's like the tea is almost an afterthought. Where's the black tea? Where is it? Watery, lemony, very little notes of black tea in the background. I don't even get the apple juice either. It's just lemon. It's like it tastes like almost like lemon water, like sweetened lemon water. Let me look at these pros and cons again. Refreshing natural lemon taste. It does have a lemon taste. Not overly sweet. It's actually kind of sweeter than I thought it was going to be. Simple ingredient list, I'll give them that. Low calorie, I'll give them that. People who didn't like it. Tea flavors weak, agreed. Lemon's too subtle, disagree. Some say it's diluted, agree. Others find it too tart without more sweetness. I would agree with that too. It's kind of tart. I mean, it's not bad, but I wouldn't buy this again, man. I'm gonna say no on this one. I'm gonna say big old donut. This one's gonna drop in the lower tier. I'm gonna give this a 45. 45. Not something I'd buy again. Nope. Would not buy it again. Too lemony. Very little tea and too much lemon. I mean, I like the simple ingredient list, but aren't I supposed to like the flavor too? All right, I tried it, right? I tried it. I won't try it again, but I tried it. I spent part of my morning trying to find a mosquito that landed on me when I was getting ready this morning. Never found it, never got it. Isn't it funny how people tend to refer to bugs as he? Get him, where is he at? Mosquitoes are typically females, the ones that bite, but I still call them males. Why are males associated with bugs? Well, we're bugs? Is that what it is? We're insects, we're pests? Anyways, I'm gonna go inside, sit on my computer and do some mindless editing. I also have to go inside and clean the side of my shoe off. Long day, and I'll come check back with you a little bit later on. All right, it's time for my world-renowned, illustrious series, tasting liquid death flavors here. No preliminaries here. Well, I mean, I might digress, but there's no preliminaries before I digress. This is the Liquid Death Rest in Peach. It's a peach flavored black tea. It's one of their flagship tea flavors. Came out in 2023. This can has a whopping 20 calories. It's sweetened with agave nectar and stevia leaf extract. I do not see erythritol, which is a good thing. And people online who liked it say it's a refreshing peach flavor, not overly sweet, low sugar, low calories, and they say it still tastes like tea. Those who don't like it say it's kind of weak, kind of watery. They say the peach is too subtle and there is some stevia aftertaste. By the way, whenever I see the word peach, I still think of the Cheech and Chong next movie. There's a scene where Cheech, as his cousin Red, goes up on stage and does a magic trick where he turns a glass into a piece of fruit. And the punchline is, "Ain't that a peach?" If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. If not, that makes no sense to you. Here we go. Smells almost like a peach candle. Oh, a peach candle you'd want to eat, which somehow circularly goes around to an actually something you can consume. Here we go. What is it? What does that even mean? James, what are you talking about? All right, let's go into this now. Pleasant. Very pleasant. It's kind of watery, pleasantly watery pleasant. It's very peach forward. The peach arrives way first. There's a black tea taste that kind of comes later. I would say if this is the center, it's a little bit peach heavy, but I don't mind that. Yes, it tastes like water. It's watery. I don't really get a strong stevia leaf extract aftertaste. I'm kind of a fan of this. It's refreshing. It's boiling hot today. You know, I was all happy because our 110s went away. They came back. My car right now is showing 124 degrees. It can't be 124 degrees, but my car has no idea how to deal with the temperature outside today. I like the fact that it's not overly sweet. I like the fact that it's a nice blend of peach, water, and tea. None of them too strong, and it's very refreshing, especially on this boiling hot day. I'm gonna finish this can. I might go get another one. It's that good. If I had to rank this on a scale of 1 to 100, as I always say, having no clue what that scale even means, and it probably varies from one food or drink item to another, but just my first number that comes to mind is 94. I got a 94 in this one because I like it. I didn't want it to be too sweet. I didn't want it to be too peachy. It could be more iced tea-y, but I don't think that it's a fault that it's not. That just hits a spot. It's refreshing, crisp. I'm going to be going to a pool this weekend. Maybe I'll take one of these with me because this seems like it'd be perfect alongside the pool. So I'm a big fan of this one. Maybe the best liquid death flavor I've had so far. Hopefully I haven't given a higher number of other ones in the past because I would say this is the best one so far. On that note, it's broiling out here. I gotta get home before I melt in here. So let's do that and see what I get to the rest of my day. Having a light lunch today before my taste test, and this is real fresh brewed iced tea. We're on the main stage, and it's time for the freaking 2 Pop-Tart drink collaboration. That's right. I've got 3 Pop-Tart collaboration drinks here. I'm gonna try all of them and compare a couple of them to the real thing. We have Prime Shake Pop-Tart, yet another Liquid Death Pop-Tarts Carnage, and 2 flavors of BuzzBallz, also Pop-Tarts flavored. Do you say Pop-Tart singular or Pop-Tarts to match the brand? I tend to say Pop-Tart. Does it really matter? Who cares? All right, let me get these out of here. The one I'm most curious about, because I'm doing these last, but we're gonna do this Prime Pop-Tarts Shake here. This is a limited edition Prime Shake collaboration inspired by Frosted Blueberry Pop-Tarts, ultra filtered milkshake with 32 grams of protein. 150 calories, and just 3 grams of sugar. Lactose-free, non-caffeinated. This came out in late July of 2026. I believe it's a Target exclusive, and I bought this for about $3. The flavor is supposed to be that of a frosted blueberry Pop-Tart, which is sweet blueberry, vanilla frosting notes. People online who like this, they say they like the high protein, the very low sugar, and the fun nostalgic flavor. Those who didn't like it, some people said it's artificial tasting. The flavor doesn't really match a real Pop-Tart, or it's too dessert-like. I've got the real thing so we can keep this real, see how accurate it really is. Not what I expected. Let's just see what this looks like under the hood here. Oh, it looks very milky. Imagine that for a milkshake looking milky. Who knew? Dog hairs, man. Here we go. That, to me, that tastes like a liquid blueberry Pop-Tart. There's a fruitiness to it, like the filling. There's a pretty significant vanilla flavor in there. It's very thick and milky like a milkshake. It's thick. There's a hint of an aftertaste that comes way late. It's like the party is over and it finally arrives. It's a very delayed aftertaste, but it's slight and it's there. It feels like kind of a novelty flavor, but it's kind of good at the same time. Let me try this again. It almost tastes like cereal milk. Like if you finished a bowl of blueberry cereal and drank the milk, that's what it tastes like. Let's try to compare to a real blueberry Pop-Tart. That's close. That is close. They nailed the flavor. It's really that filling that the shake tastes most like. I don't get so much of the frosting or even the pastry aspect, but the filling, it tastes like a milkshake with that filling in it. I wouldn't drink this all the time. 150 calories, it's thick, but you know, it's a good novelty. It's definitely worth trying. If you're a fan of Pop-Tarts, you should definitely pick this up. I don't have any complaints about it other than the fact that I probably couldn't drink this all the time, and a lot of people aren't big fans of Prime because they don't like the association and other things. But if you're curious, it's worth trying. It's pretty good. They nail it. They nailed it. But let's move on to the next item here. I try not to do 2 Liquid Death taste tests per video, but I'm gonna do it again. And I'm running out of them. There won't be that many left, so don't worry about it. If you're getting tired of seeing Liquid Death, I'm running out of them. I had to buy a case of these because they don't sell them individually. Take a look at my notes on this item now. This is the Pop-Tart Carnage. Limited edition Liquid Death, inspired by frosted strawberry Pop-Tarts. It's a tea. I'm surprised it's a tea. I thought it'd be a water or something. No, they did tea. It's black tea with strawberry toaster pastry flavor, 20 calories and 4 grams of sugar, sweetened with agave nectar and stevia leaf extract. It's supposed to be a strawberry forward tea with a sweet tea background. People online who liked it said it's a surprisingly convincing Pop-Tart flavor. Not overly sweet, low calories and low sugar. Now those who didn't like it, some people said it kind of tastes weird. Some people said you don't even taste Pop-Tarts at all. Some people said there's a weird aftertaste. An iced tea that tastes like a Pop-Tart. That's weird already. There's a nostalgic scent there, but I don't think it's regarding food. It's more like working in the garage with my dad when I was a kid. I don't know. Here we go. Well, that's just weird tasting. That's weird. Do I get strawberry Pop-Tart? Not really. I don't really get strawberry Pop-Tart. Maybe a strawberry tea. I'm not sure the idea of a strawberry tea really appeals to me that much anyways. Strawberry tea? It tastes like a strawberry tea, slight aftertaste. Let's compare to a real thing here. I'm not sure about that. That flavor doesn't taste like a Pop-Tart to me. And there's an aftertaste that lingers too. Oh, if I could get this out of here, that'd be great. Strawberry Pop-Tart. Nah, it's not the same thing. Not the same flavor. Whereas this one tasted exactly like a blueberry Pop-Tart. I'm not getting strawberry Pop-Tart at all from this one. What am I getting though? It's confusing what I'm even tasting. Okay, so maybe it's not accurate, but do I like it? Do I like it though? It's not as good as the Rest in Peach, which I still have my can for. Not as good, but in the same kind of realm. I like it, I don't love it. I'll continue to drink it, but to me it's not accurate whatsoever. It's this kind of strawberry tea. The tea is there. The tea is, I would say it's 60% strawberry, 40% tea, and 0% Pop-Tart. I'm glad I don't dislike it because I have a bunch more to drink. We go from unleaded to leaded. That's right, I've got 2 new flavors of BuzzBallz. Pop-Tart flavor. Now for these, I don't have the corresponding Pop-Tart flavors, but I guess I can just kind of wing it. Pop-Tarts BuzzBallz cocktail collaboration featuring frosted brown sugar cinnamon and frosted s'mores. Each contains 15% alcohol by volume and is vodka based. Blended with orange wine and natural flavors. This came out in August 2026. It is an adults only spin on the classic It's a Plop-Tart. All this eating, I'll be Plop-Tarting later, you know what I mean? But it is an adults only spin on 2 classic Pop-Tarts flavors. Now these are brand new. There are not that many reviews out there online. I kind of looked around as best I could. It seemed like some people said it was fun and nostalgic. Strong dessert flavors. They thought it was kind of a cool novelty drink. Those who didn't like it said it was too sweet, the alcohol was too strong, too artificial tasting, and they're not even sure it tastes like Pop-Tarts. Let's go with the frosted s'mores first. I'm assuming I'm supposed to shake it first. If I'm not supposed to shake it first, then I'm wasting my time. Let's just take a peek at what this looks like here. Oh, very milky. 15% ABV down the hatch. That's interesting. I can't drink both of these. I can't keep sipping them to get the flavor. I only gotta sip a little bit. The first thing I get is smacked in the face with that alcohol presence. There's a lot of alcohol in there. Is that Pop-Tart? I don't really know about that. I don't know if I get chocolate, marshmallow, or graham cracker. I don't know if I get any of it. I just get sweet and alcohol. Maybe a little bit of a fruitiness to it. That's it. Fruity, not s'mores, but fruity. Let's move on to the next one now. This is the frosted brown sugar cinnamon. This is a little darker, and I'm spilling everywhere. I get alcohol once again. I get brown sugar. I get cinnamon. I don't get Pop-Tart. I feel like they just took some generic flavors and said, let's just call it a Pop-Tart, because Pop-Tart's probably chipping in on this collab. I don't get a Pop-Tart flavor whatsoever from either one of these. But on the other hand, you know, they're very sweet. They're very sweet and alcoholic, which is not usually a very good combination for me. I'm gonna go down the line here, take one more sip, and give my rank on a scale of 1 to 100 for each one. Prime first. My ranking is based on taste alone and not accuracy. Prime, 79. Liquid Death Strawberry Pop-Tart. Right behind the Prime, I'd say a 77. Let's try these 2 BuzzBallz here. S'mores first. 49. Brown sugar cinnamon. 42. To me, not only is the Prime the best tasting, but it's also the most accurate. Good job, Prime. I think all these are limited editions, so if you want to try them, grab them while you can. Let's quickly try all these together now. A little bit of Prime, a little bit of Liquid Death. BuzzBallz number 1, BuzzBallz number 2. Give it a little swirl. Let it breathe. Which flavor will stand out? Let's see. I think this actually tastes better than the BuzzBallz, if that's saying much. There's a slight alcohol hint in the background. I would say the Prime Blueberry Pop-Tart stands out the most, and which is good because it's the most accurate. It's basically like an alcoholic version of this, which is kind of interesting. I don't taste the tea at all. That's way back there. Interesting, but I wouldn't try it again. And with that, I've had enough. So I'm gonna move on with my day that does not include eating or drinking anything. So I'm gonna get out of here and see what else I can get up to. That's next. It's broiling out here. It's a hot day. I had a couple errands to run. Woo! I will say one thing, as a postscript to my last taste test here, is the Liquid Death Pop-Tarts, I can't say it. Liquid Death Pop-Tarts is the most refreshing. This is the only one I go drink on a hot day. So, it's weird that the aftertaste, way after the fact, has a bit of a Pop-Tart vibe to it, although I don't think the accuracy of the drink is that Pop-Tarty. Pop-Tarty? Anyways, I gotta get home, get back in the air conditioning, in my air-conditioned bubble, because this heat, it ain't working for me today. Well, day 1 of this vlog is over, and that heat wiped me out earlier, man. I didn't have to take a nap. I was just... Sometimes being out in the heat, just getting out of your car, that'll do it to you. I just realized today was almost entirely drinks, except for the Pop-Tarts I tried earlier. But tomorrow I've got an interesting food taste test. More kind of funny, more kind of silly, but maybe valuable at the same time. We shall see. So I'm gonna sit here and watch this beautiful sunset, and then pretty much call it a day. I'll be back here in about 12 hours, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Good morning on this day 2 of this vlog, Saturday morning, where it's a crisp 90 degrees at 8 o'clock in the morning. This time of year, I literally have to hide in the shade because over there it's like lava, and over here it's actually comfortable. I've already gotten started work this morning. I'm trying to finish my video for my main channel to post this morning, but I've got to do my thumbnail, my newsletter, my description, my title, and that's enough. That'll probably take a couple hours for all that. Now, my first taste test today is a protein shake. Kind of took me down a bit of a mental rabbit hole slash memory rabbit hole. You ever have that friend who like gets into fitness and suddenly they start preaching it to you, like they want you to do what they're doing? To me, I don't really want to hear it. You know, like I wasn't preaching to you when you were out of shape what you should do. So don't start preaching to me because you're in shape. One time I lived in an apartment. I was in a community pool, and this hefty couple came in there. They were pretty big, and it was just me and them, the three of us in the pool. So we start talking. Very nice people, but they had both recently discovered fitness, and suddenly they were like preaching to me what I should be doing with my diet. I was probably underweight at the time. I was really thin. So I'm thinking, you know, can we step back and take a visual of who's giving who advice here? I've never been one to be fond of unsolicited advice in the first place. I think I was going somewhere else with that, but it's completely gone now, so let's jump into this taste test. This is another one of my series. I've got the Spylt Vanilla Milkshake. There it is. I've quite enjoyed the other Spylts that I've had before, so I have high hopes for this one. Reading from my extensively researched and beautifully printed notes, I have a caffeinated vanilla protein milk made with ultra-filtered skim milk. This 11-ounce can has 20 grams of protein, 60 milligrams of caffeine, 90 calories, and 0 sugar. Lactose-free, shelf-stable, sweetened with sucralose and asulfame, a something or other potassium. But looking at comments online, people say it's surprisingly good vanilla flavor. They say it's not a chalky protein vibe to it, and they like the high protein content. Now, those who didn't like it, some people said the vanilla is too strong or sweet. Some people said it has an artificial taste. Others say it's relatively expensive. I think I paid something like $3.79 for this. Not cheap. And on the side of the can, it says, freaking delicious. Will it be freaking delicious on Freakin' 2? We shall see. Strong vanilla flavor, an immediate aftertaste of kind of an artificial aftertaste. Not chalky, very smooth. It is smooth. It's as smooth as Bolt over there. And Bolt's pretty smooth. I'm trying to compare my reaction to the pros and cons here. I don't think the vanilla is too strong or sweet, but there is an artificial taste to it. I don't think the aftertaste would dissuade me from getting this if I wanted 20 grams of protein and a decent tasting vanilla shake. What do you think, Bolt? I think it's pretty drinkable. It doesn't feel real heavy or thick, so I kind of like it. I also like the fact that it's lactose free. You know, I didn't have a problem with lactose when I was younger. I do now, though. So that's definitely a plus. So I don't know. Let me rank this. I'm gonna give this a solid 80. Tastes good, nothing to write home about, but it tastes like you expect it to, and I think they did a good job with it. So I would say this is probably not my favorite Spylt, but it's not bad at all. And with that, I have to go mindlessly sit at my computer for a while until I get my video finished, and then get set up for my next taste test right here, right in there, right now. Day number 2, main stage. Let's do this. That's right. So over the years, we've had the big rivalries. We've had Coke versus Pepsi, Mac versus PC, Android versus iPhone. Well, today is one on that level, and that is the Blueberry Muffin head-to-head competition. That's right. We have Kodiak versus Flourish, both protein muffins in a cup. The results will be earth-shattering, I'm sure. I was at Target the other day and saw these, which made me think of these. So I thought, let's just try the two of them together. The one thing I did notice is that the Flourish has 23 grams of protein compared to a puny 12 by Kodiak. Come on, Kodiak, up your game here. So let's take a look at the tail of the tape here. First of all, I would say the current champion is Kodiak. I paid $2.39 for these. These are a single-serve blueberry muffin cup from Kodiak. Just add water and microwave. Made with 100% whole grains and whey protein. 260 calories. Do you think it'll look like that when it's done? I have a strong feeling it won't, but that's what they're showing like on the packaging. But people online liked it. They said it was quick and easy. Familiar blueberry muffin taste. They said it's a good grab-and-go breakfast. And decent protein boost. But people that didn't like it, they said it can turn out dry. They said the blueberry flavor is weak, and some people said it has a bad protein, whole grain aftertaste. Let's move on to the Flourish now, which is the new guy. I paid $3 of this for Target. Just add water and microwave. Made with real dried blueberries, whole grains, whey protein, and flax. Each cup has 23 grams of protein, plus 7 grams of fiber, 3 grams of sugar, and 280 calories. I think it might be a Target exclusive, I'm not totally sure. People online who like this, they love the high protein and low sugar. They say it's quick and convenient, and they like the real blueberry pieces. Now those who didn't like it, once again, they said it could be dry. They said the blueberry flavor is too mild. The texture feels more like a protein muffin than a bakery muffin. By the way, completely unrelated, I'm sitting here smelling this candle. It smells awesome. I don't even have it lit. The smell of it alone is nice. But I digress. Powder. Add a quarter cup of cold water. Looks delicious. Right now, it looks more like paste I used to make when I was in kindergarten. All right, that looks pretty well combined. What do you guys think? Yummy. So 60 seconds and keep going 10-second increments until it's done. And we're back. I don't see any dime-sized wet spots. I think this is good to go, and this cup is hot. I'm gonna leave this off to the side now and do the next one. Interestingly, this one's a third of a cup in room temperature and stir well. And this goes 70 to 80 seconds. More yummy powder. Boy, that looks so appetizing, doesn't it? I'm gonna tell you right now, the Flourish doesn't smell as good as the Kodiak does. I don't know about that, man. It reminds me of the smell of where we used to keep our school supplies in elementary school. This is an old closet. That's what it smells like, the old closet. That doesn't bode well. It says 70 to 80 seconds. I'll go 75 to cut it right on the middle. All right, this is out of the microwave. What do you guys think? They look very different. Kodiak here, Flourish here. This one probably looks more blueberry, but this one smelled more blueberry. I'm actually pretty curious about this. All right, since the Kodiak's had a little bit of time to cool off, this one can go first, although it's still warm. Flourish, you're riding the pine for right now. Let's see how you do with your puny 12 grams of protein here. And you know what? It doesn't look like the picture. Where's all the blueberries? It doesn't look anything like the packaging. Not that I expected it to, but it's still funny to think about. Like, that's a blueberry muffin and that is not a blueberry muffin. Smells good. Dry, completely flavorless upon first bite, and dry. I mean, I'm getting some blueberry in there. The flavors are just very subdued. I almost wonder if I was sick or something. I could barely even taste anything. There's a little bit of a blueberry, and that's not bad. It's not unpleasant when I do taste anything, but most of it's just flavorless. I would say it's a pretty weak flavor overall, blueberry and otherwise, but what I do taste is not too bad, but it's also not very prominent. All right, Flourish, it's your time to flourish here. Let's see what you got, youngin'. All right, here we go. Oh, it's a thicker texture. It's thick. Dry. I'm not getting any blueberry at all, like hardly any blueberry. Let me try some more of this. Still dry. It definitely has like more of a protein muffin vibe going on. It's very proteiny. Proteiny? This one I feel like I'm eating like grains mushed into a blueberry muffin. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't really like either one of these very much. I don't dislike them, but I can't say I like them. Let me go back and forth. Let me see which one's better. Kodiak. In comparison, the Kodiak doesn't seem so dry anymore. Flourish. No contest. While the Kodiak seems a bit flavorless and a little bit dry, this one is even drier, and the flavor it does have isn't overly pleasant. It just feels like I'm eating like multi-grain bread. It has a multi-grain bread vibe to it. I guess this one is the clear winner, although neither one of these are really going to be on my top 10 list. I'm going to give this a 48. I'm gonna give this a 19. Now, if I'm looking to just load up on protein, I don't care about the flavor, it's great. I'm ranking these by flavor. I don't care about the other stuff. If it doesn't taste good, I don't want to eat it. But I got one more thing to try out here. Something I ran across on Amazon. This is the Cucumber and Chill Gummies. It's supposed to be a new kind of candy experience. A thin, crispy shell with a soft, chewy center. Artificially flavored with a cool, light, sweet cucumber-inspired taste. Cucumber-inspired. It's colored naturally with fruit and vegetable juice. No artificial dyes. People online who liked it, they say it has a unique, crunchy, chewy texture. Unusual cucumber flavor. They like that there's no artificial dyes. People who complain about it said the cucumber candy doesn't sound so great. They say the flavor's too mild or the texture's strange. I'm curious about this one. I'm always up for a new candy experience. Oh, I don't know about that smell. Here's what they look like though. I guess it's supposed to be like little cucumbers. What does that smell like? It smells like cucumber. I guess I'm just not expecting a strong cucumber smell out of here. I don't see any cucumber in these ingredients. It just says, I don't even see natural flavor. I see artificial flavor. It smells like cucumber though. Let's see what this is all about. Strong cucumber flavor. Even though it's artificial, it's pretty accurate. The texture is interesting because you have kind of a harder outer shell and a not quite gummy inner shell. It's a little bit different from a normal gummy. It's very sugary on the outside. It's so weird, I don't even know how to even really describe it. It's almost like a hard jelly. It's like if you put jelly in the freezer and let it thaw out a little bit. It's not quite gummy. I feel like I just ate one of those cucumber masks that my mom used to wear when I was a kid. That's what it kind of tastes like. It tastes like that smell. It's not a bad flavor. It's just so unusual. My brain doesn't even know where to file this thing. What filing cabinet even goes in? Do I like it? I mean, it might grow on me, but when I give a ranking, it's my first knee-jerk reaction. My first knee-jerk number is 54. 54. If you like cucumber, you absolutely gotta try these. It's completely unique. I've never had a flavor like this. I've never had a texture like that before. Worth trying, but they're also kind of expensive. I paid $6.88 for this package on Amazon, so not cheap. But before I go, let me try all three of these together. Kodiak and Flourish, meet Cucumber and Chill. In a way, that's better than all three of these individually because the center of this actually added some moisture to these dry muffins. And the faint blueberry was kind of replaced by a faint cucumbers. Anyways, that was a little better. I'm not gonna eat these all together, but trying them together was kind of interesting. 3 interesting food items, and I'm glad I tried them out. Will I have these again? Probably not, but I'm glad I tried them today. Speaking of today, let's see what the rest of my day has in store, because I have no idea. A viewer sent this to my P.O. box and asked me if I put this fake lizard out, would Bailey fall for it? Let's find out. If you're the person that mailed this in, I wasn't sure if you wanted to stay anonymous, but thank you for sending this in. Let's see what happens. There's a lizard. Go get it. There's a lizard. Go get it. Bailey, look. There's a lizard. Bailey, look. There's a lizard right there. Get it. Get it. She knew. Bailey, look, there's a lizard. Look. She totally knows it's not a lizard. Well, it's kind of disappointing and impressive at the same time. Bolt, you get lizard. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get lizard. Get lizard. They know. They know. Now we know. Well, I think I've said enough, done enough, drank enough, and ate enough for this video. By the way, I was editing this video earlier, and I noticed the part about the mosquito. If you're wondering why I use Windex instead of smacking them or fly swatter or something, first of all, if you swat them against the wall, they have blood in them. They'll get blood on the wall and can stain. Second of all, if you swing and miss, they can fly off, it's hard to find. You douse with a Windex, their wings get wet and they drop like a rock. But that's it for me. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my night while this video is rendering. I'm meeting a high school friend downtown tomorrow for a pool day, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'll be back next week at my next round of taste test. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.